Hello there. My name is Carol Astbury. I've been involved in the wedding industry for 40 years now, and I've met and assisted nearly 4,000 couples in achieving their dreams on the day of their wedding. I'd like to help you too, and it's really great to have this opportunity to speak with you today. A wedding is an incredibly important event in the lives of both the bride and the groom, their families and their friends. In fact, a marriage is one of the three most significant events in life. Known as rites of passage, the three most significant events recognized are the birth of a child, the marriage of two people in love, and the third one, of course, is the death of a loved one. Now, with marriage, we can have a lot to influence. We can have control over influencing how that event goes. And so it's important to take the time to make sure that your plans for your marriage are well controlled, well thought through, and result in a most perfect day, because you're celebrating the fact that two people in love have chosen to spend the rest of their lives together as husband and wife. That's what marriage is all about. These plans can become a little stressful, and so we're going to focus today on thinking about how you can look after yourselves and make these plans a little bit less stressful, perhaps, to organise. So my message today is to the bride and groom to please take care of yourselves. Remember always that the most important thing is that you have come to this point in your lives because you made a decision that you loved each other and that you want to spend the rest of your lives together. That is singularly the most important reason for this marriage. It's not really all the extra things that come along with it, but because we want to make this a most significant event, of course, we enhance the event with wonderful things such as the venue, the bride's dress, the meal that you share with loved ones, etc., etc. This is a joy to be a day to be loved and shared by both yourselves and your family and friends as well. It's a day that will stay in your memories forever. And because now we have such amazing technology, we can share this day in so many ways. It can be recorded in wonderful photographs thanks to digital images. Those can be a little bit enhanced where necessary. The videos of your wedding are just something wonderful that I'm sure you'll want to play back many times. The photos and videos, of course, can now be shared, even more than just printing them out and putting them in an album, which by itself is a lovely thing to do. You can share photographs and video on sites such as Pinterest, on YouTube for videos, even on, through email to people, and on things like Google Hangouts. Share the events there. Before you dive into all this organisation, though, and planning, I would just like to say that you should take a little bit of time to make sure you are both quite confident in what it is you are trying to achieve. It would be quite senseless for one person to be pursuing something that the other partner perhaps wasn't happy with, and then wasting a lot of time and energy and perhaps upsetting each other by later discussing things that you hadn't discussed in the first place. So do make sure that you've made your plans together and you have an outline of what it is you want to achieve. So focus and remember always that you're coming to this from a position of loving one another. Whilst these plans are being organised, you need to give yourself space. You need time to breathe, to relax and to remember to put aside a special time every day where you can both discuss the events of the day, how your plans have progressed, whether there's been some frustrations, all celebrating all of the wonderful achievements. But this should be a time that you put aside where you can relax together and let the stress of the organisation go. I suggest you document your plans very carefully, and don't forget to delegate. I'm sure you'll find there will be lots of people, both family members and friends, who will be thrilled to participate in the planning of your ceremony, of your wedding, of this very special day. Let them help you where they can. Going back to your health, here are some tips. Make sure you give yourselves time before the ceremony to ensure that you've got yourself in a good condition health-wise. So follow a healthy diet. Don't try to do those crazy, I'm going to lose X amount of kilos in X amount of days diets, because they're going to just show in your face, in your features afterwards, that you don't have that healthy look about you. You may have a gaunt look, and you don't want that. We want you to be ravishing. We want you to be radiant. And so a healthy diet planned for at least several months prior to the event will help you significantly. Keep yourself hydrated. Lots of good water, fresh water. That will help enormously. And try to avoid those excesses. I know they're part and parcel of planning the event, and the boys like to have their bucks night and the girls like to have their hens night. Crumbs, I think that sounds very Australian. Those are terms we use in Australia, but you know, that last minute crazy celebration, going out on the town, could be replaced by something a little bit kinder to the self and the soul, such as perhaps a beauty spa or some relaxation exercises with yoga. I'm sure there's something you can find that will help you to look radiant on the day without the stress of a crazy night out. The Wedding Plans Guide, of course, is one spot where you will be able to share lots of this information. And some of the resources that I intend to put on there will be following this sort of advice about how to get good exercises, diet, yoga, all those kinds of lovely things. And I'm sure you'll find lots of resources to help you find beautiful places to relax and get those special spa treatments, etc., before the day, no matter where you live. So just a quick reminder, this is the website that I'm setting up. It's called Wedding Plans Guide, and I hope that you'll be able to find it and easily enough on the internet, and perhaps you'll become a member of it, and so we'll be able to chat in the forum about your experiences and share those with other people who are in the same boat as you, planning this very special day. So for now, I'm going to say happy celebrating and lots of luck, and I hope you have an absolutely marvellous wedding. And it's goodbye for now from Carol Astbury.